morning, YouTube. We are 5 weeks out. 5 weeks out today from the shoot. Not really sure how to feel about that. And we're just on the way to the gym. Go and get a big, fat, juicy leg session done, which, yeah, my energy levels right now might be interesting, but let's go and give it a bit.
Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Hey there, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it out. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, and one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life.
Just got back from the gym, making my oats. We might just say to each other, I'm so looking forward to my breakfast. And I did say he could make his first, but he's let me because obviously I'm in a deficit and he's not. So I am about £1 and a bit down from last week, so it's still moving. Nothing got changed last week, so I'm still on the same calories. Still on the same cardio, split, everything's the same as last week, and my weight is still coming down very steadily at about £1 a week, sometimes a bit more. So that's good. I'm really pleased. I was a bit apprehensive thinking he might have dropped things last week, but no, maybe a drop this week. I don't know. I feel like I've just stopped guessing now and I just accept it, like whatever you do, it's whatever. We're 5 weeks out, like I said, and 3 weeks out to a holiday. So I've got the last sort of really hard pushing week on holiday, which I'm kind of thinking that's either going to be really easy because I've got absolutely zero stress because I'm on holiday and it's like sunny and warm and I'm in a place that I love, so that might be easier. But then am I going to just want everything? But I think being that close, like we stay in Airbnbs, so we cook ourselves anyway, so it's going to be really easy to prep all of my food, really easy to stay on track, just, you know, do everything I do here. We love the gyms over there, so I'll still be gymming. So I'm kind of thinking it just might be like easier because I haven't got work either, like, you know, I can just sunbathe, I can be in the pool. So I don't know, we'll see. But either way, the last hard week is there, and then when I come back I've got like the last week where I think he said we like taper down and you know, reduce output, maybe fill the muscles back up because I feel flat as a pancake at the minute. So technically I'm just saying it's like 3 weeks away when really it is 5, but yeah. I haven't got any frozen blueberries because there's not enough for me and Mike, so I'm going to put frozen raspberries on oats, which is the blueberry cheesecake. The goat of all protein. We also don't really have a fat lot planned for today. The weather's cold, pants. Although the forecast for next weekend is supposed to be really nice, and next weekend is bank holiday weekend and we're going to the cricket, so if it's nice, that would be amazing. So close to boiling over. So yeah, the weather's just a bit pants, so I think we've got our food shop coming this morning, and then later on I'm going to meet a friend for not quite coffee. I'm probably going to have like a peppermint tea or something because it's at like 3-4 o'clock, and then maybe a walk, and yeah, it's a friend I haven't seen in like forever, so that'd be quite nice. And Yeah, probably be in bed for 8 because I am so tired just lately. I'm really trying to keep like the most positive outlook, attitude, all the rest of it, and I feel like it is really helping, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. Like, I'm really tired. I'm looking forward to some food, and I'm not even craving like crap food. I don't want pizza, I don't want like cookies. I just don't know, I don't want crap. I just want more of what I'm eating. Like, I just want a bigger bowl of oats. I want more potatoes, like I'm not even craving crap, which I suppose is a good thing. But I did say to Mike, I really fancy an iced latte today, like with whole milk. Like, that's what I want. That's what I really want. Can't have it. So, voila! So excited to eat these ramen. Anybody needs to know what like actual heartbreak looks like? I genuinely look forward to my oats like after I finish them. And tomorrow is cardio only, so I don't get them, which makes me really sad. Our food shop's just arrived, so I thought I would show you what we have basically on a weekly basis. Our food shop generally never changes unless there's like bits and pieces that have been added into probably either one of our plans, but this is just a rough idea of basically what we get. These are Mike's Fanta Zeros. Not a massive fan. Not a massive fan. Always get frozen fruits, so frozen raspberries, frozen blueberries, cheaper, and I kind of just prefer them frozen so I can just put them in the microwave and warm them up in my porridge, in my yogurt, anything basically. Love them. And we always get iced coffees, iced drinks, iced anything. Everything tastes better with ice. Get loads of veg. So we have tender stem broccoli, and we get through green beans like it is no one's business. Like, how many green beans would you say that we eat a week? 4 or 5 packs?
4 or 5 packs.
Yeah, a lot of green beans. So staples. Salad, spinach, tomatoes, apples. I always just have pink lady apples because I just find that they taste the nicest. More broccoli. More salad and grapes. So I have those on my rest days. Skimmed milk. I much prefer whole milk. Mike hates whole milk. I think he'd probably tolerate semi. So when I'm not dieting, I'll have semi-skim milk. I don't really have any milk at all at the moment. And the only meat we get from the supermarket is mince because the butchers don't do 5% beef mince. So we always get this from the supermarket. And then from the butchers, I'll get chicken breast, skinless, and they buy in especially for us, well, they'll buy in chicken thigh and they like pack it up into kilogram like packs, skinless, boneless for Mike. So Mike has chicken thigh, which if I could, I would, but I have chicken breast, so we get that from the butchers. What else have we got? Sauerkraut. I've been loving sauerkraut at the minute. It's like, for 100 grams, it's 13 calories, and I feel like it adds so much flavour to a salad. So instead of balsamic vinegar, which is on my plan, I have sauerkraut. And I also find that it helps with like bloating and stuff. I don't know, it just helps your gut. And I think when your calories are low, obviously all of this is like whole food, but I just feel like anything extra that you can give your body to help your gut or your internal goings on, it helps, trust me. These are on my wish list, but they're not mine. These are Mike's cinnamon and raisin bagels. I have to smell those every single morning he works out, and they smell so good. So yeah, on my list, can't have them yet. Potatoes, staple. Oats, staple. Some almond butter. This one I find is the best. It is literally just almonds, salt, and that is it. I thought there was something else in here. No, almonds and salt. No nasty crap. Really good. Not very exciting stuff. Fry line. Obviously can't use oils because they are full of calories. 85% dark chocolate. If I could smash a bar of that, I would, but I have literally 3 squares a day at the minute. There was a point in my plan when I was in my surplus phase when I was having this on my oats, and then, yeah, because then I was having almond butter in the afternoon, and then I was having 6 squares of this after my tea. I long for those days. So yeah, amazing stuff. And some cherry dash sparkling water. I love this. I've got these in, this is probably my favourite flavour, and I've got grapefruit in the fridge at the minute. These are amazing for taking your mind off of the fact that you're hungry. So I'll drink these. I only have one a day. I'll have 2 if I'm really that desperate, but I normally have one of these and a Coke Zero Zero to just curb any, like, not necessarily food noise, but just to curb any cravings, just something to keep my mind off of food and tide me over until my next meal. So I normally have one of these after my dinner, and then I'll have my afternoon snack, and then I'll have a Coke Zero before my evening meal. And that's kind of like the routine that I've got myself into. And these have got no sugar, no sweeteners, no crap. It's literally just fruit and sparkling water. So these are really good. I spend a lot of money on these, so I want to tag Dash in this video. Dash, if you want to, send a crate over, save me a lot of cash. And last but not least, the holy grail of soft drinks, Coke Zero Zero. So we always have the Coke Zero Zero instead of Coke Zero because it's got no caffeine in it. So I don't drink any caffeine after 12 p.m, 11 o'clock if I can help it, but generally 12 o'clock. And because I have these so close to my evening meal, it just means that I'm not having any extra caffeine that I don't need. Obviously these have got no caffeine in, but yeah, Coke Zero Zero, I love crispy Coke. Apart from that, we've literally just had shower gel and toothpaste delivered. So that is our weekly shop this week. It pretty much looks the same every week, obviously apart from random things like dishwasher tablets, or trying to think of other things that I normally have when I was in my surplus. So things like clean granola, although I generally prefer to make my own because I can make stuff that tastes nicer. And normally I have the Faye 0% fat Greek yoghurt, but I've got loads in the fridge, so I don't need any this week. But normally there's like 2 or 3 tubs of that because Mike was eating that as well. I don't think there's anything really else. Eggs, I've got loads. Egg whites, I've got loads. So there's like a couple of things that aren't on this shop that I normally would buy every single week. But yeah, that is generally the same shop that we get every week. Again, I genuinely love the food that I eat. I look forward to my next meal, and not just because I'm hungry at the moment. I generally look forward to the foods that I eat. I like the way that they make me feel. So even when I'm not in a deficit and I'm in a surplus, I will just eat more of this. Like, it's not like I eat loads of different things added in. I generally just eat the same thing just more of it. And I think that's why I'm kind of just craving more of what I eat, because I know it makes me feel good. Like, I know it helps me build the body I want. I know it helps build muscle and all the rest of it. So I think that's just why I'm just craving more of what I eat. So yeah, I'm gonna get this put away, and I think we're gonna go for a walk. It has now stopped raining. I'm gonna go for a walk to try and get about 6,000 steps in, because I'm currently on 5.5, so I need to get to 15 today. So if we're gonna get a big chunk of steps in now, it just leaves random steps throughout the day, and then a little walk after our evening meal, which always helps digestion. So I'd always recommend that. Just waiting for my dinner to cook. I feel like thinking about like 5 weeks time and that it'll all be over and stuff, I'm kind of a bit like, am I going to be a bit lost? Like, I don't know. I feel like in one way, I know you shouldn't plan like meals and whatever for what you want afterwards, but it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. I know that I can't have it yet, and I'm fine with that. But I do really want to go for breakfast the day after the shoot. I feel like I love just going out for breakfast. Like, I absolutely love it. I feel like I love going out for breakfast more than I love going out for any other meal. So we're definitely going out for breakfast the day after. You know, I feel like when you've been sort of heading towards a goal since the end of February, when you've got there, what do you do? I don't know. I'm looking forward to a bit more flexibility and a bit more like freedom. Like, obviously at the minute we can't go out for food, we can go out for coffee, but like, I love iced lattes or milky cappuccinos. I obviously can't have any of those at the minute, and I feel like that's the sort of thing that I miss. But the mindset I'm trying to really just adopt is it will all be there once this is over. Like, it's not going anywhere. The food will always be there, and I am enjoying the process in terms of like seeing my physique change every day, and you know, waking up and I'm excited to go and train. I might not like feel like training in terms of like my energy and stuff, but I am excited to go to the gym and to train. So, and I don't think that will ever change, but yeah, it'd be nice with a bit more food in me at the minute. But just waiting for my chicken to cook. I've got my salad prepped, and I do have 100 grams of pineapple as well. I think you're supposed to have it in the salad, but I have it afterwards, because a bit like pineapple on pizza, pineapple in the salad, not feeling it. So check on my chicken. Yummy! I do also think I'm going to probably continue to have my chicken with no seasoning on and just have the salt and pepper and lemon, because I'm really like feeling it. And I think when I'm in a surplus again, like, I don't want to be bloated, and I think like the excess of seasonings I was having was just really bloating me, and now I've found like a combination of food that doesn't bloat me whatsoever. Don't know why I would go back to that. So, and it saves, well, I suppose I have to buy a lot of lemons. I love this chicken. I try not to prep it on a weekend, because I just prefer it when it's fresh. And yeah, it's a bit of a faff cooking, but what else am I doing? I did also look to try and get to a hot yoga class tomorrow, and they've got some sort of like sound meditation thing on, which I'm not really feeling. I just feel like I need like a good stretch, and I really wish there was like a good sauna or a good, you know, like recovery space or something like that around here. But the nearest one to us is God knows where, or you'd have to go and buy like a day pass at a health club, and I don't really fancy going to do that. So I'm gonna go enjoy my chicken salad. I did just speak to my friend on the phone, and she was just like, she said something like, go and get a salad, Daniel, or something. I was just like, yeah, I feel like when you're looking forward to a salad, you know, you're in some sort of serious deficit, so I enjoy it. I'm going to wolf this down. I am ever the optimist, out walking with shorts on, and I think it's just starting to rain, so that's nice. Just out getting some steps in. Hopefully we'll go up to about 10k by the time we get back, and that doesn't leave a lot left afterwards. I hate getting to the end of the day and then just realising that you've got like 8,000 steps to do. So I'm back. Went for a catch up with an old friend, and it was really nice to catch up with her, and she's doing really well, so that was always good. Mike's cooking steak. It smells so good. I've got the usual chicken, potatoes and green beans, the usual. I'm really looking forward to it, to be fair. I'm so hungry. When we were, just as we were leaving that place, they were bringing out like pizza. It looks so good, and yeah, it didn't make me hungry for the pizza, it made me hungry for like my food. Like I said earlier, I just want more of my food because that's what just makes me feel good at the moment. So I'm very much looking forward to my tea. This steak. my little chicken breast cooking away. I've just got to the gym to do my hours cardio. Yeah. I've downloaded a Netflix episode called The Crash, which apparently everyone is talking about. God, this sun is strong. So I'm actually kind of excited to watch that. So do I want to do an hour's cardio? Absolutely not. It's got to get done anyway, so I might as well watch something while I'm doing it. So let's go and get this done. Back, showered. That actually didn't feel half as bad as it usually did, but that Netflix documentary, The Crash, is really good so far. I haven't finished it, so I'm going to save the other half until Wednesday, when my next cardio session. Really good. And I always like cover the Stairmaster time with my top or whatever I'm wearing. And the first time I looked at it was when Mike said, how long have you got left? And it was like 57 minutes. I was like, I've done 57 minutes on a cardio. I hadn't even like clicked that I'd done that long yet. So highly recommend a thrilling documentary to watch. What did I watch the other day? Oh yeah, I watched that what Jennifer did. That was really good. But again, I already knew the story. I sort of already know this story, but not the whole bit of it. But yeah, I'm just making my breakfast. I'm having an egg and egg white omelette. So I'm having 1 egg, 150 grams of egg whites, and then I normally salt and pepper the crap out of it. Actually no, I don't put salt in my eggs. Chili flakes. Just to give it a little something. I'm so hungry this morning, and this morning I know I say this a lot, a low weight, and when I say it's low, like I can't ever remember being this weight. Probably since the whole time I've ever been weightlifting, whatever. So that was mental. What am I doing? Right. Let that pan heat up, and then in another pan I do... where's the chopping board? So I do 100 grams of cherry tomatoes and 50 grams of spinach. if I don't throw it all on the floor. And I normally just put a little bit of salt on the tomatoes just for taste. So whilst that's cooking, I get to have 30 grams of a whole avocado. I do find that I'm wasting avocados like God knows what, but I'm hoping this is the only one I've got in the house, and I'm hoping that it's not nasty inside. Ah. See, now I feel like it's a shame because it's just a waste of an avocado. If anyone's got any tips and tricks on how to keep an avocado fresh, but it would be like for like 3 days after I've had into it, I don't know whether that would work. In the bin. What a waste. It's like the days when I was having like 80, 90, 100 grams of avocado. Yeah, I miss those. And then I do put on my avocado literally just a pinch of the Just Spices avocado topping. When I say a pinch, I mean like literally just a pinch because it's quite salty. Can be a lot. And the finished product, I'm gonna absolutely demolish this. Right, for coffee, shocker. Had a hot one. I really did want a cold brew, but I'm too cold. I'm actually freezing, so I had an Americano and like a teeny tiny bit of milk. Mike's had a cold brew.
Without really jumping stuff.
Yeah. Just making my, technically it's a mid-morning snack, but it's 12:30, so I'm kind of late, but in a way I'm kind of grateful that my food is in a shorter window, so then I'll just get like less hungry. So my mid-morning snack is 150 grams of zero fire yogurt and 100 grams of frozen berries. This is kind of like my hyperfixation meal at the minute because I kind of have this every day just without the almond butter on it. So I'm putting my, actually I'm going to put, every time I put raspberries in the microwave they seem to like burn, like they proper smell like burning. So I'm going to put some water on them. So I'm having 150 grams of yogurt and I've been putting the cinnamon cereal flavour powder in it. I hadn't tried that flavour powder for like ages and now I'm obsessed with it. So this is my hyperfixation meal at the minute. I could eat it a million times a day. So literally just put a scoop of flavour powder in. Mix it in. It's got like little like cinnamon cereal like pieces in it. I don't know how I've slept on some of these products for so long. Raspberries. Mike's had some PR delivered. What you had?
Mushroom supplements. Oh yeah. Mushroom blend, cordyceps, reishi, tremella, chaga, and lion's mane. And then tremella, chaga, and cordyceps.
What are they? What do they do?
Mushrooms to improve like brain function and stuff like that.
I could do with some improved brain function at the minute, to be honest. And then I'm having 15 grams of almond butter on top. I'm using that coffee scale, so it's like the most accurate to the gram. I can feel an afternoon nap coming on today. I'm so tired. I think this is where like routine really like comes in when you're on this sort of like deficit. It's just like yesterday we did probably didn't go to bed until like 9:30, so I wasn't asleep until 10. That's like nearly 2 hours later than what I've been asleep just lately, because I am wiped out by 7:30. So I feel like because my sleep schedule was a bit off, like it's just completely put me off. Like this morning when I woke up, don't get me wrong, I've not been like flying out of bed at 5 o'clock, but I've just been getting up at 5 and I've just been like absolutely fine. This morning I got up and I was like, I just can't. Like, I'm going to have to go back to sleep. And I went back to sleep for about an hour. And I still felt a bit like fuzzy, whereas I've been waking up and like my body battery's been 100, like my sleep score's been like 90 something, like even my aura has been saying like your readiness is like really good. Whereas this morning, my aura said that my readiness was good, but like, and my sleep was good, but my sleep wasn't, like I had a lot of deep sleep, which was amazing, but I don't know, I just felt groggy. Like I didn't feel like I had a great night's sleep. So I'm definitely feeling a nap. And then I'll just put some sweet cinnamon on, just because why not? And there it is, my mid-morning snack. Just a bit late. I'm gonna go and smash this. I'm currently pacing around the house because we've just been out for a walk. I had my dinner, went out for a walk in between the rain because it just won't stop raining at the minute. But in between it's like really sunny and like humid. It's weird, really weird. So I'm just pacing around the house, but earlier I feel like a bit of an idiot getting this because I mean I'll go on holiday very, very soon, but the weather here is just like so pants and I'm buying like tanning products. But I swear by this on holiday. It's so cheap and I obviously do not use this on its own. I will use like an SPF underneath this, but then I'll put that on top, and I find that it really, really does help with just tanning. And if you know me, I'm a sucker for tan. Currently all this is fake. I've been using, and I actually swear by this stuff. This is by Tanlux. It's called the Gradual, and it is obviously a gradual tan, but it's just like a moisturiser. It's very, very light, and when I tell you it just gives you the nicest colour, like in a few hours. I'll probably leave it on all night, so I'll like have a shower, exfoliate, but yeah, you've got to be a bit careful with it because it's not got a colour, it is literally a moisturiser. It just develops so nice, and I'm not going to say that it doesn't smell because it does. All fake tan smells because of the DHA in it. I think that's what it's called. I could be called out here, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, like the tanning agent. All tan smells. It's just something you've got to put up with. I'd rather smell like tan for a day than like be pale. That's just me. Life's better with a tan, and I'll stand by that. I will stand by it. And then earlier I had, so if you follow anything on TikTok, everyone raves about this. Like they proper rave about it. Don't get me wrong, it smells really good, but my skin, when I was using that, was dry as anything. Like, and I was thinking, why is my skin so dry? Like, my skin is never this dry, like to the point where it was like scaly, like it was vile. I was thinking, maybe is that there? And the last time I went to Spain, I got one of these from the pharmacy in Spain. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't smell the best. It just smells like plain. This is one of the most moisturising moisturisers like ever. It's so, so nice. So I would really recommend that if you are looking for a moisturiser that's really, really hydrating, because I can't, like, my skin is just so soft with that on, and I find that when you're tanning, your skin needs to be moisturised. That really helps. But because it doesn't smell the best, I've been using, and I love this, I think it's called Way, and it's the St. Bart's hair and body mist. When I tell you, this smells like, this is the smell of the summer. Like, I don't use this in the winter, and I was saying to Mark earlier, I'm almost like scared to spray it because it's not cheap, but this has lasted like forever. And it just smells incredible. It just smells. So that, I've sprayed that on me today, and it's all I can smell. Like, I'm obsessed with the smell of it. It just smells incredible. Like, think like coconutty, like, I don't know, it just smells like summer. I can't describe it any other way than it smells like summer. Like, it is incredible. So I've been using that. And then I just got some face wash earlier, which is literally just a CeraVe one. It's nothing exciting because my skin just needs calm. It always needs calm. So there are a few bits I got today. I'm surprised that my hair is like, I don't know, not completely and utterly trashed from just being outside, but I currently have 5,000 steps to do. It is 4:30, and I'm currently just pacing the house just because I need steps. I'm not going outside again until after we've eaten, and Mike can come back out with me. But the sky just looks evil. It's the weather's just it's not good. I'm gonna have a crispy Coke 00 and sign this vlog off here. So thank you very much for watching. I will catch you again next week for another update. I'll get my check-in back tomorrow, so we'll see what happens there. I'm hoping you might leave everything the same since, like I said, I am 1.5 pounds down from last week. So yeah, I don't think, like I said, my expenditure can go up much more because yeah, I'm up to capacity on that. So let's hope that the calories stay the same as they are. Let's hope that my weight continues to drop steadily and I can get another pound down next week, but it is all up to tomorrow's check-in. So I will keep you updated, and like, comment, subscribe. Please like the video because it really does help the channel grow, and I will catch you next week.